Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you a bunch of school lunches that I pack for Sydney. I have a 4-year-old who is in preschool, and I do have to pack her lunch every day she goes to school. We have no nut allergy, knock on wood, no nut allergy things, so she can have any like nuts and peanuts and stuff. I know some of you can't, but I did want to pick a variety of things to share in this video because some of you do have the whole no packing nuts or peanuts, and then some of you do not. Actually, most of you don't. I was actually pretty surprised with the poll on Instagram I did because I wanted to make sure I was catering to the masses with you guys. Nothing super like Pinteresty here. These are just all basic school lunches that I like to pack her. Healthy for the most part, some treats in there, but mostly healthy. And I just want to make sure that she's gonna actually eat what I pack her, especially with all of the distraction, like she's, you know, with her friends and whatnot, and away from mommy, not like telling her to eat this and eat one more bite and whatnot. So all of these lunches, she mostly comes home with like empty lunch container, which is A+ in my book, so obviously, you know, we're doing something right. But I hope to inspire you and just give you some, maybe hopefully give you a couple of new ideas. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it. We'll jump right into it.
So as far as school lunches go with Sydney, I try to keep a little bit of a variety in her lunches so that she actually eats them and doesn't get too bored. We stick to the same sort of principles of like staples of foods. But this day I was making her a turkey and cheese sandwich. So I have noticed that she typically eats just about a half of a sandwich. That's pretty much all she has time for and is satisfied with. So we have turkey and cheese with mayo and a little bit of spinach for just some crunch, greenery, you know, throwing in any vegetables that you can. Sydney really loves cucumbers. It's one of her favorite snacks. So I like to pack her some, you know, sort of vegetable, of course, as always. So we are doing some cucumbers as well as fresh raspberries. I like to do some sort of like, you know, carb or like big thing that's going to fill her up, a vegetable, a fruit, and then the other sections are different. So we have some dried cranberries in that small section, and then we have some crackers. These are just from Trader Joe's that Sydney loves. And then she also has 2 snack periods. So I ended up packing her this snack pouch. It's like a smoothie pouch that she just loves. They're hard to find right now, but if you can find them, they're dairy-free as well, so if you have children with allergies. And then we have some goldfish. And like I said in the intro, I had done a poll over on Instagram to see if you guys had, you know, nut allergies in your school, if you were allowed to bring peanut butter. And I was actually surprised that more than half of you were allowed to bring peanut butter. So I did include some in here, but I hope if you cannot do nuts that you still get some ideas from this video. Of course, Sydney loves peanut butter and jelly. So I try to, you know, give her variety, like I said, but today I was giving her half of a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. And for fruit, we have some fresh like oranges, those Mandarin cutie oranges that she just loves. She can peel them herself, but I like to, you know, just throw them here in the BENTGO box, which has been working out perfectly. Already done for her so that it's less work, more time focusing on eating and, you know, not getting frustrated. And for veggies, today it was a yellow pepper. You'll notice, you know, I might give peppers here and there in a few different lunches, but I try to switch up the colors and keep it interesting for her. We do have some of those animal cookies from Annie's. Those are like a nice little treat for her, and she gets so excited whenever I pack them for her. And then finishing off the center box with dried cranberries. And as far as her snacks go, sometimes I show you and sometimes I don't. I think it depends on how busy I was in the morning. This is one of those Happy Tot pouches. It's basically like an amped up applesauce with like probiotics and whatnot. And then this looks a little sketch, but it's some kale chips. So I had just gotten Sydney this thermos and I was excited to give her a warm lunch. Of course, we will be using it way more now that it's becoming winter here in Maine. So what I did was just boil some water. I was making her pasta and I put some of that hot water into the thermos to heat up the thermos. I did end up like putting the cap loosely on top to keep it nice and warm and like get it prepped. So Sydney loves having like plain noodles with butter. So I ended up making some whole wheat elbow macaroni. I threw some frozen broccoli in there just to get her veggies in there at least. Tossed it with some butter, and then I also topped it with some of that like fresh Parmesan cheese. And I just thought it was like a nice cozy warm meal. It was like a rainy, chillier day when I packed this for her, and she ate every single drop. So I dumped out the hot water so that the thermos was nice and warm, and then filled it to the top with this macaroni. You know, of course you can use sauce. It's a little messy, but Sydney was really stoked to have just butter and Parmesan on it. And then as far as snacks go, I gave her a pear and a granola bar. I do sometimes open this for her because these ones are really hard to open even for me. And then a little thing of some like Cheerios. And that was her lunch. She ate every single thing this day and was nice and full. All right, so for lunch number 4, I cut up all kinds of carrots and grapes. I still slice them up really small for her because I do not want to deal with any choking. I'm not around, and it just gives me peace of mind. So we have some baby carrots that I sliced up, some grapes. I have hummus in that little middle section that I apparently didn't film. We have some rolled up deli turkey, and then I gave her some sliced up naan bread, and she loved this. It's like a mini charcuterie board kind of for kids, so she could dip that naan bread right in the hummus, the carrots in the hummus. She had some protein, fruit, and veggie as well. For this next lunch, of course, we have our fresh fruit, and it is blueberries today. As far as vegetable goes, it's again pepper, but like I said previously, I try to switch up the color. This one was red pepper, and Sydney loves snacking on it. I know, actually, I've heard a lot of kids seem to enjoy red pepper and flavored peppers, so that's a good tip to get some veggies in. And then we did have another day of just peanut butter and jelly. Sorry about that. And then I put in a Baby Bell cheese for some dairy. She seems to like either like string cheese, Baby Bell cheese. And I wanted to give her just a little bit of a treat here. So this is trail mix in the center. It has a mix of like almonds, cashews, pecans, and some chocolate chunks, which Sydney just loves. And then for her 2 snacks for the day, I packed her another one of those smoothie pouches. This is just like a different flavor of them. Again, she just loves them. And then some Smart Food white cheddar popcorn, which is a nice treat for her as well. She just loves that. Moving on to the next lunch, I ended up making her a little salad. This is just like some butter spring mix lettuce that I shredded up. I put some fresh cherry tomatoes in there, and then that thick cut like shredded cheese. This is one of Sydney's favorites. And so I laid that on top, just as like very simple, nothing crazy. A good way to get some, vegetables in them. And then for fruit, I gave her some grapes again. I try to use up, of course, our groceries throughout the week, and sometimes it's duplicates. And then we have some rolled up turkey breast for some protein. And then I gave her some fresh pecans and a little bit of blue cheese dressing or whatever dressing you have on hand for her to dip her salad in. And I find it easy for her to just dip into the dressing if she wants, or eat things plain and just have it be fun. For snacks, we have a yogurt pouch and these mini popcorn cakes, which are just an absolute hit. Switching it up just a little bit for today's lunch. So for fruit, she of course had some fresh blueberries, and then I ended up making a little easy pasta salad with some whole wheat penne. We have some we have some cubed up cheddar in there, black olives, cucumber, either tomato or peppers. I can't remember what I used. Whatever produce I had on hand, I think it was tomatoes in this one. And then I toss it with a little bit of Italian dressing. And I've given her pasta salad a couple of different times and she just loves it. I love switching it up and not constantly doing the same sandwich or whatever, just because it keeps Sydney interested in food personally for her. And then we have little mini sandwich crackers from Trader Joe's. These are like little cheese crackers, and then again some peppers in there. You'll see some of the same things over and over, of course. And then in the center I gave her a little treat of a few chocolate chips.
Also, don't forget to go ahead and check out how to get your children to actually eat and eat healthy and eat well and not be picky. I do have that video. It's something that I do every single thing in that video ever since she's been a baby and all the way up through now. So if you guys are having struggles with picky eaters, definitely go ahead and check that video out, because I swear by it all. It still works for me and for Sydney, and we've had great success and luck with that. So check that one out too. All right, you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I will continue to film what I pack for Sydney for school lunches, especially as we get into the warmer lunches and, you know, different ideas when it comes to that goes. So since it's very, very cold, I think what I pack her might start to change just a little bit and makes things warm and cozy. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll talk to you in the next one. Bye.